I have always in me that I want to be a writer. In my, like most of Bengali boys, in my boyhood, in my younger days, I used to write poems. I used to write short stories, and they to get published in Desh, Bengal's most prestigious literary magazine. But that's in my mother tongue. So all along, I have it in me that I want to become a writer. Well, Sahara is a huge conglomerate which has more than 4,000 companies in the group, but only 4 of them are listed. So there's a huge amount of curiosity about this group. It is shrouded in mystery, and everybody wants to know what's happening in Sahara. You need to meet people who understand Sahara, who are in some way involved with Sahara. So that's one part of it. I tried to reach out to as many people as I could. Research is difficult, of course. You have all the secondary sources of information, like what appears in media. And second was the various documents I wanted to have access to, and in most of the cases I succeeded. There were frustrations, yes, when you were stonewalled at various quarters. But did I ever think that I should junk the project? No. Actually, I think it's a question of your individual's nature. So I'm very persistent, and I don't want to give up easily on anything. So every roadblock comes actually, makes you more determined that we should go, and you always find some other ways. So I traveled within India. I went to Calcutta. I went to Lucknow, I went to Thiruvananthapuram, I went to Delhi, various places. So I figured out who to tap and how to get even in the smallest bit of information. So 6 months we did the research work, and then after that I took 2 months off from my daily work. So I requested my son if he can lend his room for me for 2 months. He agreed. Out of those 2 months, maybe 7 weeks, I worked intensely in this room, maybe for 16 hours a day. I am very comfortable in writing on a desktop computer, not on a laptop. And I just shut myself. Little bit of morning walk on the sea, which is close to my place, less than 100 meters away from my house, and a little bit of playing with the dog, and less sleep, and 16 hours a day writing. There have been few days like that when I worked around the clock through the night. I just didn't know how the night flew by, because this book is about 80,000 words. I came back to the reality when the milkman's bell came in the morning at 7 o'clock, or the newspaper's bell came out. I think the readership which I would imagine people read, it's not gender specific, it's not age specific, it's not region specific. So it's a very live subject. It's something. It's not, you are not digging history. You are telling the people the story, and the entire objective is to tell the story in a very nice way.